Alright guys, so unfortunately I don't own a swimming pool. I don't have, the ocean nearby, places I'd like to be and things I'd like to do. I don't have the option to do. But if you happen to have children who are playing in the kiddie pool, or if you are going to the beach, maybe a hot tub, swimming laps in the pool, whatever the situation is, you need something rugged. You go hiking, camping, spend a lot of time outdoors, whatever it is you're doing, and you want a nice speaker. I think this is a really good buy because it is very rugged. It is built very well, sounds very nice. Can't convey that on video, but we'll take a listen to and talk about that a little bit more in a moment. And it is also waterproof, and it is rated IPX7. That means that you can submerge it for 30 minutes in 3 feet of water. So this is what we're working with today. It has a built-in carabiner here, and it actually clips in and locks into place and kind of sits sort of recessed in this area. So that's a nice option there. Just clip that on. It also has a built-in microphone if you want to use this to talk to people and everything, if you happen to, want to grab a phone call. Easy way to do it without having to worry about getting your phone wet if you don't have a waterproof phone. And over on this side over here, you actually have a flap, and it's actually pretty solidly covered. Basically, you have your micro SD card slot, which I really like that aspect, really nice. You have a 3.5 millimeter audio or auxiliary jack, which is great because not everything always has it. Of course, you have your power for charging, and there's an LED indicator. There's also an LED indicator inside behind the actual metal grill, which is nice. And all you want to do, of course, is make sure that you get this into place. Now, this thing is supposed to float, so you shouldn't have any problems with that. If you happen to knock it into or purposely put it into the water for some reason, on the bottom are 2 small rubber feet. They are very, very grippy, so that is very nice. And I don't think you'll be able to see it on camera, but there's actually the speakers here. So 20 watts. This thing gets quite loud, and it's pretty impressive, the amount of sound. It has a nice bass, if you like bass, and it actually says that it has like a noise canceling technology and enhanced bass. I don't know about the noise canceling aspect of it, but it definitely has a good sound as far as bass goes. It's actually quite clear, and it gets quite loud. So outdoors, yes. Indoors, perfectly fine, but you're probably going to disturb other people, so if that's an issue, you might want to consider that. Now, it does come with a little user manual, a auxiliary 3.5 audio, and a micro USB for charging. I use my own, but it does include these cables, so that's nice. And you do have different buttons available. It's not like everything's in one single button, so you have your I don't say a menu or mode button, but you have your button in the middle here, which you can answer and reject phone calls, and it also lets you change between the different modes, whether it be Bluetooth or if you want to use the micro SD card. And then you have your plus and minus, which is your track navigation, as well as your volume, so you hold that down for the volume. And then you have your play pause, and you have your power button. So it obviously has a built-in battery, very nice. Takes about 6 or 7 hours, and it'll take every bit of that, 6 or 7 hours, to charge this up fully. But the playback on this is rated for 24 hours, and I believe they said at 80% volume. Of course, the higher the volume you go, the more likely you are to decrease the amount of playback time. I'll never listen to anything for 24 hours straight, so I can't test and attest to that exact amount of playback, but I can tell you that it will play back for quite a long time, and it does take 6 to 7 hours to charge. It definitely is waterproof, and it does sound really nice. So I have made my best effort to get some music, put it on the micro SD card that is just like royalty-free music, so there should be no issues with copyright or anything. So I'm going to let a small amount of music play and maybe change the volume and change the actual track. So check this out real quick. as I was saying about the little rubber feet on this, it definitely will grip whatever surface. So if you have a surface where it's sitting to the side one way or the other, and that should not pose a problem. So, alright, let's turn this on. There's the little indicator. Alright, so obviously I just hit the mode button. That changed it from Bluetooth, which it started up, and switched to the micro SD card that I already have in the actual speaker. Alright, so I'm going to start playing, and then I'm going to turn the volume to max. Obviously, again, it's hard to convey what it sounds like through the camera, but maybe it gives you some idea. That little hesitation, pause, and beep, that was to indicate that the maximum volume has been reached. Alright, so the rubber covered buttons. Sorry about that. The rubber covered buttons take a little bit of effort to press, but they're not too difficult to press by any means. So that gives you a little bit of an idea of what it sounds like. I said it is very rugged. I like that it's metal, and then it has sort of a harder, hard, slightly rubberized plastic. But good sound. Like I say, very impressive overall. Very compact. According to the box, it comes with 3 different colors available. The Bluetooth on it is not like massively, capable in range. It's definitely adequate and just typical what I expected range-wise. Every now and then I'm shocked by something with Bluetooth because I can go so far away and I don't have to worry about that. But yeah, overall, just a really nice speaker that sounds really good. I wished it could be conveyed what it sounds like to you guys, but if you turn this off, so you have a little chime. There is a little red LED indicator when you're charging up under this flap, and it will turn off when it's fully charged. And let's say expect 6 to 7 hours. 24-hour runtime is a really long time, so pretty impressive. And if you keep the volume at a more limited volume, you'll get a longer playtime. And then of course you have plenty of standby time, so if you're not using it too often. But that's pretty much it as far as just talking about this. So let's get it wet, see what happens, and check out some ruggedness aspect of it. Yeah, if you want to find out more, check out the link below the video. Thank you.